Hey guys, Andrew McFarlane here from StartAJuiceBar.com. It's the morning. I'm here in front of In-Wave Juice Bar in Louisville, Kentucky. Going to be helping them out a little bit, seeing if we can refine the processes within their business and increase the sales and so on. And so I wanted to talk about pricing strategy. Now, a lot of times people are curious, how do I know what the best price to charge for my product is? Also, what I see is a lot of times people are afraid to raise the prices on their product. Maybe you've been in business for a while, or maybe even for a short period of time, and you've noticed that your margins aren't where they need to be, or things have changed. Maybe certain products have gone up in price and you need to adapt. And so I want to talk about this a little bit. First and foremost, what I want to say is, do not believe that the only reason that people are going to buy your product is because it's the cheapest juice or smoothie or acai bowl in town. When it comes to people's health, quality is really important. And so what I've found is usually when I approach these businesses, depending on what kind of market you're in, because in different markets, people will be motivated by different things. And so yes, in certain environments, price is one of the biggest factors in what inspires people to make decisions when they go to purchase a juice or smoothie. But in a lot of markets, if your product is truly health-centric and health-oriented, quality is the determining factor. And so when you are in an environment where quality is the reason that people are deciding to purchase a product, then price is important, but it's less important. Because if someone understands the importance and the value and the quality that they're getting, especially when it comes to their health, it's nearly priceless. And I don't say that in meaning that you can just charge anything that you want to charge, but understanding that it's extremely valuable. And so that's the first statement, is don't feel like you need to be the cheapest product in town. I would say, depending on the market that you're in, if you really are intending to be health focused, look to be the people that are offering the highest quality product, and then figure out what you can do to make your pricing competitive. So that's the first thing. The second thing is looking at raising your prices. Now, it's a lot easier to lower your prices than it is to increase your prices naturally, right? Because if you start high, let's say you're getting feedback from your customers and they're saying, hey, your product is overpriced, which I've seen with certain clients. You go and you look at your Yelp reviews, and just because people are saying your product is overpriced actually doesn't mean that it's overpriced. You have to really look at how your business is doing, and there will always be the people that walk in and tell you that your product is overpriced most of the time, especially if they don't understand the value of what you're doing. So what is your job in that situation? It's important to educate your clients on what is it that you're doing. If you're cold pressing and your product's all organic and it's locally sourced and all of these things, and people don't know that, then of course they're going to believe your product's overpriced, because it's like them walking into buying a luxury car, but they actually don't know that they're buying a luxury car that, it's got rear view camera and it's got all these attributes. But if people aren't made aware of what those attributes are, then how are they supposed to know that what they're purchasing is valuable? So it's your job as the business owner to make sure that you educate your customers. Okay, going back to raising your prices. As a general statement, if you've been in business for a while, or as you are in business for a while, you are going to naturally raise your prices, because the inflation rate in the US, as they say, on average is about 8%, okay? So 8% per year is that's inflation, meaning that is the devaluation of the dollar on a yearly basis, 8%. So you could look at, okay, it's easy to raise your prices 8%. How do you do this in a way that doesn't shock your customers and isn't jarring to them? A few strategies you can take on, okay? When you redesign your menu or your menu boards, maybe you do that yearly. In the redesign, you could raise your prices at that point. You could also introduce newer products, because as you are in business and you have a deeper understanding of what your clients and customers are demanding, you can create products that are more valuable to them and that are at a higher price point that hopefully they will gravitate towards, which most likely they will. And then you can slowly remove some of the products that are on the bottom tier of that pricing strategy. Okay, this is a strategy that I've taken on, as well as raising the prices. There's a lot of different things that you can do, so you can simultaneously increase some of the quality of the product while you raise the price simultaneously, while you do some redesign on your menu, so that way it seems like, and it gives them the experience that there is something new that they are investing in, and they aren't just having the prices be raised on them. Okay, so that's another approach. But in general, don't be afraid to do it, because it's going to need to happen. It has to happen. I was talking to a client the other day, and they've been in business for something like 4 years, and they haven't raised their prices in 4 years, which, you know, they're doing well, but they could be doing so much better, because they, you know, as you know, price is an important thing, and you have to be reasonable, because we're not trying to gouge our customers, but we're trying to have a healthy business model and know that we're offering our customers value, and we're also going to be receiving value so that you can stay in business, so that you can thrive, so on and so forth. So that's the broad overstroked. In terms of, I know that you guys are probably asking this question: what is the appropriate margin? Okay, different people will tell you different things. People on a blanket statement might say, okay, 30%, that's your product cost. I like to see less than that. I like to see 25% or lower as an average. Okay, there's a lot more detail that comes into the process of pricing your product out, but you can't have a product cost that's 40%, 50% of whatever you're charging. That won't make sense, and it's not sustainable. So be aware that you have to be in the lower margin, and if you can't hit a target price point, then that means that you're gonna have to change your recipes in order to stay in that price point. And stay on top of it. This is a regular thing, right? Because as you're purchasing produce, as you're purchasing powdered ingredients, your prices are going to change. Your vendors are going to charge different prices depending on the time of the year, things being in season, out of season. And so it doesn't mean that you're going to change your prices all the time, but if you start to see that things change dramatically, you're going to maybe have to increase your prices, or you might have to change your recipes, or you have to just see what you need to do and stay on top of it. So that's the message for today. I'm going to keep you posted. I'm excited to be here. I'm always, you know, it's fun to be in new spaces at different times. The sun is just rising. It's a beautiful morning. The weather is like perfect. If you guys have any questions, put in the comment box below. If you like the video, press the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. And this is Andrew McFarland sending you my love from StartAJuiceBar.com. If you need any support, love to support you guys. We do on-site training, we create menus, we do everything that you need to develop an amazing juice bar. Reach out to me, Andrew at StartAJuiceBar.com, and we would love to help you out. So I'll see you guys soon.